He's going to keep it himself, run to the left side. Jaden Karst on the tackle, and he is able to bring him down for a no gain there. Great job by Jaden Karst to get a hand on him and bring him down. Stick with it.
Down by Jaden Karst for about no gain. 3rd down, 10.
Going to bring, about maybe a yard gain maybe on that one. 3rd and 9 here. Well, you weren't kidding on the wind. That really did come up here. I guess that's a good way to keep the mosquitoes down, though, I suppose.
We might have lost our stream here somehow. I got a text here. Where's my internet?
Hiddle under center. Wing T formation. Handed up the middle. Oh, it's a pass. And it's caught by number 14, Gabe Ketterling.
Hey, Kathleen.
Great pass.
Is there a way to troubleshoot that if we lose a connection?
Well, it's not aligned properly.
Oh.
Hiddle kept it for a pass. Pass to Ketterling, complete for about...
I'll let you work your magic.
1st down, Leola-Frederick Titans.
Usually have it on the roof.
Oh, really? We just had it sitting in the corner last week.
It should be okay.
Well, somebody just said it came back.
I'm guessing that was part of it.
Dealing with some technical difficulties here, folks. So we apologize for that. We are working on that issue right now.
We'll blame the wind.
Yeah, there we go. Hand off to number 27 for about it looks like about an 8-yard gain there. Didn't see the number. I think that's number 22, Noah Hewer on the carry.
Hewer for about 7 yards.
Going to bring up a second and short situation.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think we lost our connection. Thank you, those that are letting me know. I always keep my phone in front of me in case there's some issue that we have to deal with. And while I don't know if I mentioned it last week, I should have, but thank you to Kathleen Schlachter, who's the one getting us set up with internet out here and doing that for us again tonight. And she's the one troubleshooting this for us. So just to get us back up and running, thank you to Kathleen for helping us out with that. And that does bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score is Leola-Frederick Titans 8 and the Hoven Greyhounds 0. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Luce, Lucy, and Wreck Funeral Homes are your family-owned businesses ready to help you in your time of need. With businesses in Gettysburg, Fulton, Miller, Highmore, and they service Cheyenne River Reservation. Mandy and Tiffany are there to answer any questions and help you along. Luce, Lucy, and Wreck Funeral Homes proudly support all local sports and activities.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
Welcome back to Hoven, South Dakota. We're getting ready to start quarter number 2. The Leola-Frederick Titans and the Hoven Greyhounds. It is going to be 2nd down and 10 for Leola-Frederick. I don't know, what do you think, Jordan? 26, 27-yard line maybe?
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty close there. Hiddle under center, wing T formation, hands it off to number 2, Sumption, and he's going to take it to the right side for about a 4-yard gain there, tackled by number 20, Pursoon.
Yeah, really nice backside pursuit there by Pursoon, tracking him down from behind.
Down by number 20, Pursoon.
And he's going to have to come off for a breather. Might have got the wind knocked out of him there.
3rd and 6 here. Greyhound territory. Coach is giving his players the call here. Took a little while. Maybe they got something spicy drawn up. Wing T formation.
Define spicy.
Something you're not expecting. How about that? Something exciting. 22 with the carry up the left side. Shakes the tackler, cuts it back up to the middle of the field. That's going to be a touchdown for number 22, Noah Hewer.
Handoff to number 22, Hewer, on that left side. He cuts it back for a
Great vision on Hewer there to take it to the left side, bounce it back up inside there. A couple juke moves.
Yeah, really nice cut. And I don't know exactly if that play was maybe intended to go off tackle or maybe towards the outside, but hole opened up in the middle of the field and he shot right through it. I don't know if the Greyhounds were even able to get a hand on him once he changed direction there. So really nice vision by the running back.
Yeah, and I think he might have got a little bit lost there. The Greyhounds might have lost him in the backfield when he went in motion. Good play design. I would consider that spicy, Mike. I think that was
Okay.
I would consider that. That was pretty good.
Whether it came from the coach or the back, I mean, Coach Kosters will take it. We can give him credit for it.
Hittle back to throw. He's got his man. Oh, he drops it. Oh, shoot. Number 27, Dominic Poole on the drop. The play was definitely there. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to hold on. But in favor of the Greyhounds, at least on that.
Boy, yeah, the Greyhounds could use that after a couple big plays for Leola-Frederick. And, boy, yeah, nobody within 3 or 4 yards of Poole, and he just wasn't able to reel it in. So after the score, we'll take a break here. 6:55 to go second quarter. 14-0 Titans. We'll be back.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
Welcome back to Hoven, second quarter. 14-0 your score in favor of Leola-Frederick, and the Greyhounds just haven't really been able to sustain a lot of offense. Here they were able to get a turnover to get the field position, but still yet to have their first down of the game. So, and sometimes when you're struggling, that's usually the first step. See if they can pick up their first down and get the ball moving here. So.
Tigers kick it off. Oh, it's going to be short pursuit. Receives it, and he's going to get tackled right away. Dropped it, picked it up for a second, and was able to get tackled there right away by number 2, Howard Sumption for the Tigers.
Yeah, so not much on the return, but good starting field position again for the Greyhounds.
Kickoff, return by pursuit, brought down by Sumption.
First and 10 from about the 35-yard line. .6:51 to go, second quarter. It'll be shotgun formation for the Greyhounds. Kaiser and Karst to the left, Easton Hobart to the right, Xavier Hobart with Casey Hageman in the backfield. Here's Hobart, takes the snap, rolling right, pursued there by number 55. That's Grant Anderson, and he's going to get the sack. So a big loss on first down. Boy, Anderson got in there right off the snap. Good penetration, and that's going to be second down and long.
Hobart backs up.
For Greyhounds, for the Greyhounds.
That's a tough way to start the series here. Hopefully they can get some of that back in chunks. I don't expect maybe a big play here, but you never know.
Well, and maybe you see a little bit of a change of course too with that penetration. We've seen Hobart pressured a couple times, so maybe look for a screen or a slant, something a little bit quicker just to get the ball out of his hands. But yeah, the Greyhounds need something positive here. And Hobart under center, handoff is to the left. That's going to go to Hageman again, and a short gain on the play.
Yeah, it looks like a tackle there by Thorpe. And a couple others there. I wasn't able to get those numbers, but great group tackle there by the Titans to keep a short situation there. It's going to bring up third and long here for the Greyhounds. Tough situation.
Yeah, and on that one, you're trying to catch the defense, maybe expecting pass and try to bust a run up the middle just to get a chunk of yards, but it is going to be 3rd and long. It'd be 3rd and 20 plus. I can't tell exactly. We kind of have a crowd of people down there by the marker. It's going to be back out of the shotgun. Karst back there with him now. Hobart gets the snap. Rolls to his left. And he's going to throw over that way to Pursoon. Takes a hit on the play. That one's going to be incomplete, and it's going to be 4th and long now for Hoven.
Rolls out to his left.
Yeah, Hunter Kern there putting on the pressure on Xavier, getting a hand in his face, and he did take a pretty decent shot after letting that one go to Pursoon. But he looks to be okay.
Yeah, number 55, Anru Kronya, the 7th grader, tall task in there, and I probably got away with a hold trying to protect his quarterback, but that's a lot to ask for a 7th grader. I think Anderson, he's back there at 6'1", 190, so some pretty big boys up front. It is Hobart to punt. Kick is away. Good punt, end over end. Ooh. And it's fumbled on the ground, and that's number 22. That's Hewer. On the return, and finally Xavier Hobart squares him up and brings him down, but it could have been disastrous for Leola-Frederick. Instead, it does turn into good field position.
Yeah, I mean, great punt there. I mean, it had plenty of length, and just he wasn't able to get it right away, but unfortunately using the speed by Hewer there, he was able to take that for a decent return all the way up to about the, we'll call that the 42-yard line.
Looks about there. Yep. Actually, no, I think we're inside the 40, so that's probably about the 38 there. I think.
Okay.
Or wait, which line are we?
It's tough to see.
That's always, from our vantage point up here, it's always a little bit hard to tell exactly which line they're on, but I think they are just inside the 40.
The sophomore Hiddle back in shotgun. They're going to roll to the right. And he's going to keep it himself. Gets the edge. He's going along the sideline. 10-yard line. Touchdown for the Titans.
No, they pushed him out. I think Kiddichai got him about the 2-yard line, forced him out of bounds.
Oh, right before the pylon there.
Hiddle rolls out to his right.
Looked like it was a touchdown. I thought that's what the ref signaled right away. That's my bad, folks.
It was pretty close, yeah.
About the 2-yard line.
Hard to see that far down. I was trying to peek through the windows there, so I apologize.
When I saw Colin head that direction, I couldn't tell if he got to him in time or not. But yeah, definitely 1st and goal for Leola-Frederick.
Yeah, great play there by Hiddle. Couldn't find his guy, decided to take it himself, and was able to get the edge there, and his legs did the rest.
Yeah, it was not a design quarterback run.
Hiddle under center. Handed off to number 14. That's Kitterling. Looks like he did get in. It's going to be a touchdown for the Titans. The junior Gabe Kitterling, number 14.
For a touchdown for those Leola-Frederick Titans.
Yeah, just right side, found a hole.
Yeah, and he didn't have to go far there. It's a tough task. The offensive line for the Titans are doing a great job getting a push and sealing those edges. The Greyhounds are going to have to do a good job here to make those adjustments and need to execute a little bit better with those.
Yeah, a few big runs down the sideline. Score now 20 to nothing in favor of Leola-Frederick, and the Greyhounds still searching for that first down. So definitely kind of a one-sided affair here so far, but a lot of game left. We'll see if the Greyhounds can get some momentum before halftime. Could start by keeping them out of the end zone on the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion here for the Titans. Hiddle under center again. Handed off to Ketterling again, but he's going to be brought down short of the goal, so it's going to be a no conversion there on the 2-point.
Yeah, it looked like number 1 Gage Kaiser and number 6 David Barrett out there teaming up for the stop. And again, at this point, when we haven't had a ton going the Greyhounds' way, that is one place where they've had some success is keeping out of the end zone on those 2-point conversions. They've only converted 1 of 3, which brings our score to 20 to nothing. So with the break in the action, we'll take a quick break and be back right after this.
Do you have a Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
All right, welcome back to Hoven. 4:21 to go, second quarter, 20-0 your score in favor of the visiting Leola-Frederick Titans. Just a real quick mention, if you notice the nice purple H in the middle of the field, that wasn't there last week, so kudos to our senior Xavier Hobart. He started that as a learning by doing project here and had a lot of help from Kendon Pursoon and Gage Kaiser, Colin Kittichai, Atlee Schmidt. I'm forgetting a couple guys there, I think, but started working on it yesterday, and I thought it turned out really nice. Nice addition to our field here at Norm Stetham Field.
York back to kick.
Karsten Kittichai back to return. This is going to be Kittichai. And he's looking for a hole left side, makes a move, loses the ball, gets it back, and now he's going to be spun down. That's going to be number 22, Noah Hewer, making the tackle. And nice move to begin with by Kittichai, but he's just unable to take advantage of it, and Colin a little bit slow to get up down there.
Yeah, like you said, great move there. Juked him right out of his shoes, but unfortunately it left the ball out a little bit hanging, and they would get a hand on it, punch it out, but Colin able to pick it back up right away. So that's going to bring him to the, about the 24-yard line?
Yeah, somewhere in there. Colin, again, slow to get up, kind of made his way to the sideline. They're not sure quite what the problem is there, but we'll keep an eye on Colin for you, and hopefully he can make his way back out there soon. And so the Greyhound offense will take over. 4:14 to go, second quarter, 20-0 your score, and it'll be Hobart under center, wishbone formation. Gets the snap, pitch to the right. That's going to go to Jaden Karst, and not a whole lot of room on the right-hand side. I think that is...
It's Ketterling on the tackle there.
14 Ketterling. We've called his name quite a few times tonight.
Pitch to Cars, chased down by Ketterling on that right side for a loss.
Yeah, a lot of speed on the Titans' defensive side here. They're doing a great job sealing those edges and keeping the Greyhounds from getting the sideline, which that's where they had a lot of success last week against the Tigers. So Titans are up for the task on containing those big plays.
Yeah, and passing the ball too. I know the Greyhounds had success there last week as well, and just haven't had a whole lot of time for Xavier to throw the ball tonight. So we'll see what the game plan is here on second and long. Looked like a loss of just about 3 yards there for Carr. So second and long, and the Greyhounds have found themselves behind the sticks quite a few times tonight. Shotgun formation now. Carr's to the left, and Kaiser and Easton Hobart spread to the right. Hageman in the backfield. High snap, and we're going to get a false start first, I think, which, if that's the case, if it is a false start, and it's one of those times where you take the false start because Jensen's snap, and Austin has had some issues in practice this week too, especially with that shotgun snap. We've seen a couple go over the quarterback's head now, and they'll step off a 5-yard penalty, which, all things considered, is better than probably a 15-yard loss or maybe even a safety. I couldn't tell how far back that ball went.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Frickson here, I think with 3 minutes left in the half, down 20, you're just kind of hoping that, yes, you'd love to score here, but you're hoping maybe you can have this possession last long enough to get you the half, go back, go to the drawing board, figure out what you got to do, make the adjustments, and come out in the second half and hoping to execute.
Yeah, even just a nice positive play, with the exception of one run by Hageman, for about 6 or 7 yards. That's the longest play of the night so far, and especially for the plays that they were making last week, just haven't been as explosive tonight. So good defense for Leola-Frederick. Shotgun snap is to Hobart, and he's back to pass, looking left. He's got a man, that's Pursoon, but he overthrows him, and that was Jace Thorpe in coverage. Hobart under pressure again, number 44. That is, it must not be 44. I don't have a 44.
I didn't see who was putting the pressure on there, but Henry was doing a great job giving his quarterback Xavier Hobart some time to make that throw. Unfortunately, just a little bit long for Pursoon there on the sideline. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
And again, tall task for the 7th grader, Henri Kronya. The 7th grader, he's weighing in at 5'9", 184, and that might be exaggerated a little bit. So, but he's working hard in there, so we like to see him doing what he's doing there. And so with the incomplete pass, the clock stops. It's going to be 3rd and long, and we are right at 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
I do believe that might have been Ketterling applying the pressure there in that last play.
And the Greyhounds come to the line. 3rd and it looks like maybe about 18. I don't think it's quite 20 yards. Hobart out of the shotgun. Sets the offense. Low snap again, gets away. Hobart picks it up. Now he's on the run, trying to get away from number 66. Throw down the field is incomplete. That was Case Bretsch that time applying the pressure. And so kind of another busted play brings up 4th down, and that's going to be another punting situation.
Scrambles out the right side.
Yeah, great job. Heads up play by Xavier there to pick that ball up, try and roll it out. Didn't see anybody there. Smartly decides to throw it out of bounds. That way they can try and switch the field here with a punt. Don't want to give them good field advantage here with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the half. So Xavier's back to punt now.
And Colin Kittich back out there as a long snapper, so good to see Colin. He was a little slow to get off the field after that last kick return. Punts away. And that ball, I think, was loose again. It kind of bounced up into Quinn Hiddle that time, but he's able to control it.
Yeah, I think when you see the Greyhounds blazing down the field there, he just smartly decides to just lay on it.
Almost like a short hop, like you're playing shortstop there almost. Kind of hit the ground and came up right into his midsection there. So good starting field position for Leola-Frederick right at midfield. And again, they've had success on the outside. We'll see if Hoven can seal that up a little bit, cut off some of those long runs.
Yeah, absolutely. Any way that you can stop from scoring here, like I said, go down the half, try and make the adjustments, get your guys fired up again to come back out. So hopefully they can hold them here to a 3-and-out would be great. Give them a chance to score yet for this half for the Greyhounds. Hiddle under center. Wing T formation. It's going to be handed off to number 14, Ketterling again. He's going to bounce it to the right side. And Casey Hageman's going to run him down for a great tackle there to save a big play there.
Out to Ketterling on the right side.
Looks to be about a 10-yard gain.
For what looks to
maybe
be
just short.
9-yard gain.
It's going to bring up 2nd and short here.
Yeah, and again, a little indecision there. I know Xavier Hobart was on the outside and had contained to begin with, forced him up, and then once the back moved up the middle, then he kind of went with him and just a change of direction got him to the outside, and another good gain on 1st down brings up 2nd and short for Leola-Frederick.
Yeah, the two backs that were been mainly used tonight, Ketterling and Hewer, they're showing some great speed. They're able to bounce those plays out to the edges there, and it's been a huge advantage for the Titans. Hiddle under center, wing T again. Hand off to Sumption up the middle. He's going to try and bounce it outside, but can't. He's going to be brought down by number 7, Xavier Hobart, for a 1st down.
Yeah, Xavier just kind of swinging a big left arm that time to bring him down. And we'll stop the clock here to move the sticks, and that'll bring up 1st down for Leola-Frederick. Minute 30 to play. Now the clock runs as we near the end of the second quarter. 20-0 your score in favor of the Titans. Coach Koster's putting in the play.
Titans lining up on the 33-yard line here, Greyhound territory. 1st and 10. Quinn Hiddle under center. He's gonna keep it. He's gonna look down the field. He's got Hewer wide open, and he's gonna take it in for a touchdown.
Boy, good play design that time. Yeah, it was the two ends both got
touchdown.
got penetration to the backfield, which was probably by design, and then they just snuck Hewer out of the backfield, and nobody ran with him. And wide open on the play, makes the catch, scores the touchdown, and that's going to bring it to 26-0 in favor of Leola-Frederick.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we didn't want here for the Greyhounds going into half. We were hoping to chew that clock up enough. Unfortunately, weren't able to. Let's see if they can hold them here on the 2-point conversion. Hiddle under center. Hand off to Ketterling to the right side. He's going to be met by a group of Greyhounds right at the line. And it's going to be no good again on the 2-point conversion for the third time tonight.
No good.
I'm trying to see who's getting off the pile. Hobart actually ended up at the ball. So he was in on that tackle. I think maybe Kaiser too. Enru Kronya in there as well. So yeah, another good stop. That's still where the Greyhounds have been able to make a stand a few times. So with just under a minute to go, 26-0 your score. We'll take a break. Be back right after this.
Problem? Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
Welcome back to Hoven. We are just under a minute to play second quarter, 26-0 your score in favor of Leola-Frederick as the Titans get set to kick off after a score. And so it'll be the Greyhounds to return. Looks like Karsten Kitichai back there.
Hiddle set to kick. Or excuse me, Hewer.
It'll be Kitichai again, goes through his hands. He goes back, picks it up, and now he's got to try to find a hold, looking for room to the right, and he's going to be brought down. Lost a few yards when he went backwards there, and I believe that is Ketterling again, number 14 on the tackle.
That ball seems to be pretty slippery tonight.
And it might be. I know it's a cool night, but it is muggy, and I don't know if the grass would be wet or not, but I can see where it might be, or it might be starting to.
Yeah, I think we've seen that ball hit the turf quite a few times tonight on I would think almost every punt and kickoff. I think we've seen at least a fumble.
Yeah, and some of that's just inexperience on special teams too. I mean, even for Hoven, we haven't done a ton of work with special teams, and it looks like we had a penalty against the Greyhounds. I'm going to assume that was probably a hold. Yeah, so that'll step it off even further. And with 45 seconds left, at this point, you just want to make sure that you don't turn the ball over. Maybe a safe run or two just to give yourself a chance, but I wouldn't think they're probably going to put it in the air, especially with the difficulty they've had protecting the quarterback so far.
I think you're exactly right, Mike. I think we're going to see some through the gaps here, maybe some short yardage. Don't want to lose any yards here.
Wishbone formation, Hobart under center. He takes the snap and the handoff. Nope, he's going to roll out to the right, but he's being pursued. Gets away from one tackler to the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds. And I don't know if he was able to gain anything there or not. Running out of bounds wasn't necessarily what they want. Well, not that you're necessarily trying to kill the clock, I guess, but I just want to make sure we don't make a mistake down here.
Yeah, it looked like Kern was able to get to Hobart. Wasn't able to bring him down, but did force him out of bounds there. So that's going to bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, just no gain on the play. Got to the far side and a lot of bodies between the ball carrier and us. We couldn't quite tell where he was.
Light shining bright here in Hoven, Norm Stetham Field.
Beautiful night for a game. And now we're in the I formation. Nope, it is wishbone. Snap. And that's going to be Pursoon. And a play that worked a couple times last week, just kind of a tight end reverse. And they're going to lose yards on that one.
Yeah, it's going to be the senior Hunter Kern getting the tackle for a loss there for them. He's been coming up big for on defense for the Titans.
Well, we are going to get a timeout from Coach Frickson. So that'll stop the clock with 27, just under 28 seconds to play here in the second quarter.
Yeah, kind of a tall task here. Sounds like we're getting some fireworks getting shot off here.
Well, they timed it pretty well. They must be watching the broadcast tonight, Jordan.
Hey, there we go. Love the support. Thanks, guys. Great show. Yeah, and I think I was looking back at last week's football game against the Tigers. 3,000 views, so we really appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah, the support with the live stream has been great. Had a lot of people here in person last week, a lot of people watching online. That's great support for the Greyhounds. It'll be Hobart out of the shotgun now, 3rd and long, deep in their own end. Hopefully he can secure the snap. Good snap this time. It is Hobart, and he's going to throw across the middle. That pass is complete. Jaden Karst, that's Easton Hobart, breaks a tackle, and he is going to be out across the 20-yard line.
Hobart had all the time in the world back there.
Nice gain on the play. Not enough to get the first down, but it is going to make it 4th and manageable, and that's going to be another timeout for Coach Frickson with 15 seconds to play. First completion for the Greyhounds.
Timeout.
Yeah, Hobart did a great job there dropping back, throwing it right between the numbers for Easton. He was able to corral it, make a great move upfield, nice sidestep, extend the play there for a good gain. Love to see that little positivity before going to the half.
Yeah, and little brother will be happy tonight because he was talking, I don't know, last night or this morning sometime, how big brother Xavier doesn't get him enough targets. Of course, that's what all the receivers say, right?
I'm sure.
But when your brother's the quarterback, then it's personal. So
I'm sure Xavier said something like, "Well, then get open."
So 4th down here, 15 seconds to play. See if the Greyhounds can pick up their first down of the half. That'd be a nice way to close things out. Shotgun snap. Hobart has time in the pocket, throws deep, and he's got Gage Kaiser overthrew him, and that's going to be turnover on downs with 9 seconds left, 9.5 seconds left, and that'll turn the ball back over to Leola-Frederick.
Well, I tell you what, though, those plays are open. They're there. As long as they can kind of, if Xavier's able to bring that ball in just a little bit more there for Gage, that could have been 6 points there.
Yeah, it looks like Leola-Frederick's backing off the pressure a little bit, just a 3-man rush that time, and the Greyhounds are doing a better job blocking it, giving Xavier some time. So, yeah, if that's the case, if he's got time, you've got the possibility to hit some of those plays down the field.
Yeah, so, Xavier was really hitting those throws last week. This week he's feeling a little bit more of that pressure, not able to set his feet as much, but he's doing a great job. He's been up for the order. So.
Well, and the Greyhounds, as much as they've kind of struggled this first half, haven't turned the ball over, which has been an issue the first few weeks, and so that's good to see. Just got to make some more plays on the defensive side. And 9 seconds to play. We'll see what Coach Costers decides to do here, if he wants to run a play or if he's just going to run out the half.
It looks like that they're lining up here to take a knee, and they do. Hiddle knees it.
And
so it's going to end the half here.
Bring us to the end of the first half.
First half.
Really impressive first half for Leola-Frederick as they have jumped out to a 26-0 lead, and that'll take us into our halftime break. And we'll take a quick break. We do have a ceremony on the field here that we'll bring for you, so we'll take a quick break, run some ads, and be back with you after this.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
CoreCares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. CoreCares, proudly serving our community.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber.
I'm just the guy presenting the script. But on behalf of T-Mobile, Superintendent did a great job of entering and trying to win. And we're just honored to be here and present you guys with a $5,000 check. And really proud to be a part of the community. And hopefully we can be back next year for other times. But thank you very much for being gracious hosts and for winning money. I'm happy to give you money. So Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry we didn't get back quite in time for the beginning of that. I wasn't sure when they were going to do the ceremony, but if you didn't catch that on the audio, we do have two representatives from T-Mobile here tonight to present April Hobart, the Hoven School Superintendent, with a $5,000 check. We do have Superintendent Hobart is making some comments now, so we'll see if we can bring those to you too.
Contributing factor in winning the $5,000. And although we didn't advance on to the back.
Well, we couldn't quite hear the end of Mrs. Hobart's comments, but everybody clapped, so it must have been good. So again, just to kind of explain the situation, if you've been following the T-Mobile Friday Night Lights program, we had, I believe, 5 schools in South Dakota that were $5,000 winners, and I don't know if I'm going to get them all, Hoven and Gettysburg and Groton, New Underwood, and I can't remember the other one. And so,
White Lake?
I think, yeah, right, White Lake, yeah. No, not White Lake, Willow Lake.
Willow Lake, yes, you're right, correct.
Wrong lake. And so the check presentation tonight, 2 representatives from T-Mobile here to present Mrs. Hobart with the $5,000 check. And again, just a really nice program that T-Mobile runs to support small towns, small schools, and their athletic programs. And so congratulations to Mrs. Hobart, the Hoven School District, and everybody that was involved. And we talked earlier, all the social media presence and all the content that's been created over these last few weeks has been so much fun to follow and to watch. So much deserved and really a lot of fun to be a part of. All right, so with that, we do have 6.5 minutes left on the clock, so we'll take a break here for more of our sponsors, and we'll be back to get you ready for the second half.
Most people don't think about their furnace until it's not working, but we do. At Pipe Service Experts, we are trained to see what others miss. Airflow restrictions, pressure imbalances, heat exchanger flaws. That's how we catch little issues before they become cold nights and costly repairs. Because keeping your home warm takes more than just a toolbox. Our certified technicians will get your system running at peak condition. Call Pipe Service Experts for our special $99 precision tune-up today. Call 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Protect what matters most with the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, American Family Insurance. Our personalized insurance solutions ensure you're covered, no matter what life throws your way. From home and auto to farm, commercial, and life, we tailor policies to fit your unique needs. With our dedicated team and exceptional service, you'll have peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC.
Could you use some extra cash? Every Thursday night, we're hosting Chase the Pink Ace with a large jackpot and growing jackpot. I'm RF Bowie, the founder of Team Bowie Cares. 100% of the profits go to local cancer patients fighting their fight. You can get your tickets at any business inside Al's Oasis or online at chasethepinkace.org. Drawing is held every Thursday night at 8:08 p.m. at the Last Chance Saloon inside Al's Oasis. Thanks for caring.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888. Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press.
And welcome back. We are here in Hoven for Friday Night Lights football between the Hoven Greyhounds and the Leola-Frederick Titans. And a rough first half for Hoven as they trail 26-0 here. Just getting ready to start half number 2. And it's been really slow going on offense. No first downs. We've seen quite a few losses on first and second down, behind the stick, second, third, and really long, and some bad snaps. So just haven't really been able to put it together on offense. Right there before the half, we saw a nice pass play, Hobart to Hobart on the connection there, and a couple decent runs. But it's been a really tough go on offense, and the Leola-Frederick's been able to break some big runs on the offensive side themselves.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. I expect the Greyhounds to try and spread out the ball a little bit, try and get that box to unload on the Titans side there, try to extend the play a little bit here and there, maybe some quick throws, keep them on their toes. They can't get that pressure down there, and great execution so far by the Titans. They're getting good pushes, getting good runs, really doing a good job getting out to the edges, and just using the speed of Ketterling and Hewer, and it's been a tough task for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, absolutely, and and for a program where, as we get more fireworks in the background, a program where you have a lot of kids that are starting and learning. This is a good learning experience. As much fun as it was to watch the boys win in a game last week, sometimes the adversity, the hard game's a really difficult opponent tonight, and as coaches, what you're looking for is progress. So you want to see guys in the second half when you're down, still hustling, making plays, making tackles, getting down the field, and so this is a really good opportunity for the boys to prove something. So I'm excited to see them and have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, we got the marching band putting on a performance here during halftime. They sound great. Looks like we have some alumni even playing some instruments. I love to see that. It's always fun for them. And shout out again, Gypsy Day Parade they had this weekend. The group went out and ended up getting a gold. So really proud of those guys. Great performance. I think gold's that's the highest you can get.
Best
correct?
you can get, yeah.
Excellent. I heard they've gotten that quite a few times over there.
It's not the first for Mrs. Bangs, no, and it's such a Mrs. Bangs is a Northern alum, so it always means so much to her, and still very close. A lot of the professors there, the people, and so it's something that it's her Super Bowl and something that she just really enjoys, and that's just really the first competition of the year for the Hoven Marching Band. We do have 2 more coming up. One is this coming Wednesday, where the marching band is going to be marching in Aberdeen for the Aberdeen contest. And so I believe I have the sheet in my classroom. I believe it's about a 9 o'clock start is when Hoven is due to set off. So I'll be watching on social media, the website, School Reach. We'll get that information out to you so you can either catch the Marching Greyhounds in person or pick up the live stream and catch them on there.
Yeah, small but mighty is what I heard everybody describing the band this week. So I know they got a small group there, but they always seem to do a great job. They're loud, always in sync, great to watch.
Well, yeah, I think all but 3 or 4 of the 4 or 5, all but just a few of the football players are in the band. So yeah, when you have a football game going on and then you got some other performers as statisticians, although they might be over there. Ava and Ava Hartung, Bethany Schwingler, Jordan Kaiser, our statisticians, they might be over there pitching in.
Yeah, and giving our congratulations to our athlete of the week, Danica Kaup. She got to run in her first cross-country meet this week and ended up getting first place, so picked up right where she left off. We're really proud of her and the great job that she always seems to do in those cross-country meets. Alex Luter also getting 23rd in his division, so congratulations, Alex. Great job.
Yeah, I talked to Danica a little bit yesterday after they finished, and Wednesday, and it was the JV run for her, which isn't quite. She's still working her way back, building up that conditioning, I guess, and so she's definitely heading in the right direction. So she was very pleased with the run, but she's looking to get back to that varsity form here soon.
Yeah, she had a senior picture here posted not too long ago, and all the medals lined up. It was extremely impressive. So I'm sure she's never satisfied. She's probably always trying to do better, and we're just happy to see her out there competing.
And the kick is away, and this is going to get past the returners, roll all the way into the end zone. I don't think anybody touched it, so that'll be a touchback. And decent starting field position now for the Greyhounds. Really nice kick.
All the way back to the end zone for a touchback.
And I didn't notice who was kicking that time. Was that Hiddle that time, or was that Hewer?
Hewer's usually the one kicking, I do believe. I also missed that as well.
Yeah, they kind of caught us flat-footed here. I wasn't quite ready for the beginning of the second half just yet. And we're ready to start quarter number 3 here in Hoven. Just a beautiful night, cooled off pretty good here, a nice breeze. The wind really did kick up there in the second quarter for a while, and it seems like it's calmed down a little bit.
Yeah, just a good way to get the mosquitoes out of here, huh?
Boy, yeah, if it was, we were up here last night, and they would about carry you away. Here's Hobart under center, wishbone formation. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. He's going to pass to the left. Now he rolls that direction. He's got a receiver deep. That's Pursoon, and that ball's not going to get there. And about 10 yards underthrown. So I don't know if that one just didn't come out right. Didn't get his feet under him, but well short on the throw, and that's going to bring up second down and long.
Out to the left.
Yeah, Taylor Wirtz doing a good job getting pressure on Xavier Hobart there in the backfield. Number 17, the freshman for the Titans. I wasn't able to see who was on coverage on that one, but...
Yeah, I couldn't see. He and Pursoon kind of got tangled up at the end. Pursoon was trying to come back for the ball. Not a pass interference. That ball was way too far underthrown. But
thrown against the wind, that'll be pretty tough here coming this side of the field.
Yeah, and that's a good point, and that's something that the Greyhounds didn't have to deal with in the second quarter. So here's Hobart under center again. This time handoff right. That's going to be Karst being tracked out from behind. Ball's out, and I think the Greyhounds got it. That's number 24.
Riker
Van Buskirk was the one that forced the ball out. And I didn't see who came up with the recovery, but it is...
Handoff to Karst.
It is Hoven football yet, so they retain possession, and that's, for as athletic as Jaden is, that is something that he has struggled with this season, and thankfully he hasn't lost very many of them, but he has put the ball on the ground a few times this year, and that's a hard play too, especially as a young back. He's an 8th grader, big, strong kid, athletic, but still young. And so being pursued from behind, it is, and that's something that we did work on this week. We did some drills where you were being pursued from behind, but the Titans able to get that one out. Thankfully, the Greyhounds recover. So 3rd and about 9 on the play. Hobart out of the shotgun. Snap. Back to pass. Rolls to his left. Pursued. And he's going to dump it. Well, try dumping it to Pursoon, but not on the same page, as that was number 6. That's Hunter Kern again. We've called his name a few times, and so it's going to be 4th and long, and probably a punt situation here.
Yeah, Xavier just trying to extend the play there, trying to run away from Kern. Unfortunately, was fortunately able to get that ball off where Kern was able to bring him down. But yeah, another time here, we've called Kern quite a few times. He's able to get back there pretty darn quick, put the pressure on. Had a few tackle for losses tonight. He's having a great game.
And a possibility on that play. I mean, if he makes that completion, there was some room behind the defense, just not able to connect. Here's the snap. Hobart's punt is away, angled to the right side, and that's going to go out of bounds in Hoven territory. So that'll be just around midfield on the Hoven side.
Punt by Hobart. Looks like it went out.
Yeah, again, that wind blowing straight there from the northwest, north, kind of keeping that ball hung up.
For the Titans.
Hewer decides to just let that one roll out.
And when you angle it, you prevent the return, but it does cost you some distance. So they're going to mark that at about the 47-yard line, looks like. And so, as I said, it's an opportunity here for the defense. A little tired. It's been a rough game so far, and this side of the ball is where you can really show some character. So we'll see if they can get after it. I did notice in the first half too, they started keeping the ends a little bit wider. So Pursoon and Gage Kaiser, especially after they've kind of lost contain a couple times on the outside. So we'll see if they're able to at least keep them towards the middle of the field.
And the Titans take over 1st and 10 of the 47-yard line. Shotgun formation.
Directing traffic in the Hoven defensive side. Hageman back there moving people around.
Quinn Hiddle takes a snap. He's going to roll to his right, looking to pass. And he does. He's going to pass it to Hewer, just off the hands. Hewer wasn't able to bring that one down. Would have been a big gain there.
Rolls out to the right. Past it.
Yeah, design roll out to the right, and he had all day. Pursoon was after him from the back side, but that was a very nice throw from Hiddle. Of course, he does have the wind behind him now, so a little bit easier throw. But it right on the money. In fact, if anything, it was too hard, and Hewer had to jump to try to bring it in, just went right through his hand. So good luck there that time for the Greyhounds to avoid a big play on first down.
2nd and 10. Quinn Hiddle under center. Wing T formation. Hand it off to Ketterling. To the right side. Able to break a couple tackles extended, but gets hit for about a 4-yard gain there by number 23, Casey Hageman, I believe, on the great tackle.
Boy, yeah, I missed the first couple guys. I couldn't see who had a shot at him first, but Casey flew in from the linebacker position, rolled him up, and nice tackle. So still just a short gain. We haven't seen 3rd and long for Leola-Frederick too many times tonight.
Yeah, it's been tough for the Greyhounds. Titans doing a great job. A lot of misdirections, a lot of motion, and you'll get that out of the wing tee a lot. That's why teams like to run those. Hard to keep track of where the ball's going. Titans doing a great job, kind of not showing those handoffs, so you're taking a little bit for the Greyhounds to pick it up. Hiddle under center. Pitches it over to Hewer. Hewer's going to take it for about a 3-yard gain up the middle. Great tackle there. I couldn't quite see who that was.
I think it's Pursoon, number 20. And yeah, really, that's better. That's, they kept him to the inside, not able to get wide that time. And when he did cut back to the middle, Pursoon with a nice, sure tackle. So really good progress here. And it is going to be fourth down. And I think that's the first 4th down of the night for Leola-Frederick.
Yeah, you said it best, Mike. Trying to get those edges contained, it works out so much better if you're able to push them back up the field. The rest of the Greyhounds can come in and help you out on those tackles. It's definitely to their benefit for sure if they can keep those Titans from getting on those edges. Hiddle under center. 4th and 7 here. 6. He's going to keep it. He's going to run on the right side. Being pursued by Karst, and he's able to get him out of bounds there. I think also Hobart actually was in on that tackle, but it's going to be a 1st down for the Titans.
Yeah, and a big play on 4th down. I think one of the Titans might have got away with a block in the back there. It looked like Kaiser, number 1, went flying face down into the ground looking for a flag and didn't get the call. But it is a 4th down conversion, so the Titans will retain possession as we drop under 5 minutes to play here. Clock stops.
Titans having a lot of success on the edges there. That seems to be their bread and butter. That's kind of the only place that we've seen them really with decent positive yards.
Yeah, not a lot through the air. The one long pass from Hiddle to Hewer in the first half where they ran the back out of the backfield and he slipped out there. But really, and they haven't thrown it much. I mean, most of their offense has been on the ground, but not too many big plays through the air.
First and 10 on the 30-yard line. Shotgun formation. Assumption next to him at running back. Hiddle keeps it to his left. And he's going to get hit behind the line by Casey Hageman. Way to blow that up. Great tackle.
Hiddle keeps it to the left. Hageman blows him up for no gain. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, great job by Hageman reading that one. He flew right in. Hobart hitting the lead blockers, opening that up for Hageman.
Yeah, I was going to comment on that too, because he did have a lead blocker, and Xavier took out the blocker and tried to get to the quarterback and just couldn't quite reach him. But that did allow Hageman to come in, and that's what we're talking about. That's in a game that we haven't had a lot go our way. It is good to see. These are some of the better defensive plays of the night for Hoven. So they're making some plays, getting in there, and putting hats on guys, and that's good to see.
2nd and 10. For the Titans. Wing T formation. See a new number in there, number 52, Jacob Bain. Wing T formation. Hiddle's going to keep himself a little right. He's going to pass it over to number 27, Dominic Poole. But just out of the reach for him on the target.
Intended for Poole.
Yeah, and that seems to be the preferred play for Leola-Frederick when they do want to throw. They like to get Hiddle moving, especially to his right. And Dominic Poole, they just haven't quite been able to connect. Poole was the one that, unfortunately for him, on the 2-point conversion earlier tonight was wide open and just couldn't quite bring it in. And so not able to connect on that one either. So we are to 3rd down again. And so it's second time on this drive that the Greyhounds have been able to get them to 3rd and long.
3.5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Hiddle under center, wing T formation. He's going to fake the handoff to Hewer. Roll to his right again. He decides to keep it this time. And he's met and hit out of bounds for what looks like might be close to a 1st down. Not sure yet.
It's going to be close.
Call.
Yeah, they're going to call it they're thinking.
Looks like it's going to be just short, huh?
Eric Stewie might have been a little premature flipping the number there, so it is going to bring up a 4th and short.
Keeps it on that right side, brought out of bounds by Karst. Saves the 1st down. Looks like it's 4th and short.
Yeah, good pursuit by Kaiser and Jaden Karst that time. And shout out to our chain gang. It is Lance Roush and Eric Stewie and Sam McLeod out there for us again. They were last week. And our officials tonight, Tyler Ulrich, Jeremy Stecker, Brian Zahn, Denny Zoki, and I'm forgetting one, Mr. Rohrbach. Can't think of his first name now. But volunteers here, people that are taking the time to do this, so we appreciate all of their help tonight as well.
Hiddle under center, 4th and short. He's going to keep himself. Looks like he's going to get the push up the middle for a Titan 1st down here.
Yep, moves the pile just enough to pick up the 1st down. So that's the second.
Moves just enough for them to get that Titans 1st down.
Second 4th down conversion on this drive, and that's going to move the ball into the red zone, just inside the 20-yard line. A couple new faces out there. Easton Hobart out. David Barrett runs on. Enru Kronya going to come off. I saw number 18, Atlee Schmidt, making his way out there. That's the first time I've noticed Atlee out there. So some of these guys getting a break, and some of the subs getting a chance to make a play as we get close to 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
1st and 10, at the 22-yard line. He's going to keep it to his left. Hiddle. He's got his man, but not quite able to corral it. Number 5, Hunter Kern, the target on that one.
Yeah, and that seems to be kind of the miss for Hiddle tonight. He's played well, and he does a very nice job on that ball fake. And really, they haven't handed it off on that fake very many times. I mean, we've not seen Leola-Frederick run it up the middle hardly at all, but they're still getting some of the Greyhounds to bite on that fake. And very smooth as he rolls out one way or the other, but he has just been leading his receivers just a little bit too far. We've seen that a few times on this drive even, once with Poole and this time with Kern. And so again, fortunate for the Greyhounds not to give up a big play, maybe even a touchdown there.
Yeah, he's definitely got an arm. He's throwing quite a bit of speed on those balls. The receivers for the Titans are having a little bit of a hard time corralling them.
And that comes with experience. You know, a young sophomore is Hiddle, so that's part of the reason why these JV games are good for these players.
Hiddle under center. Ketterling in motion. He'll get the handoff. He's going to rush it up to the right side and in for a touchdown, but there looks to be a flag on the play here. We'll wait to see what the call is.
Hand out to Ketterling on that right side, but it looks like there's a flag.
Flag from the back judge that time. Looked like something on the right-hand side. You would assume probably a hold, and that is the indication here. And that might be the first penalty of the night on Leola-Frederick. We've not seen very many penalties on either team, but that's a big one. 10-yard penalty from the spot, and it negates a touchdown.
Yeah, refs doing a great job out there tonight. Hats off to those guys. We appreciate you. Yeah, on that 4th and short for the Titans here a little while back, I thought maybe we'd see a version of the Philadelphia Eagles tush push. But unfortunately, no.
It's about to be second.
You'll have to express your disappointment to Coach Costers there. I don't know what the high school rule is on the tush push. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even think it's going to be a play in the NFL much longer.
It might not be.
I'm starting to wonder. So maybe it's a good thing not to.
I always
practice.
wonder how nobody can run it correctly except for Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It seems like it'd be the easiest thing in the world, but I don't know. I'm
well. Yeah, I guess Hurts like bench or squats like 500
that might
pounds,
be the
so.
difference. Yeah, maybe it's the quarterback.
Hiddle under center. 2nd and 20, excuse me. Hiddle will keep it on the right side. He's got the sideline. Makes a move. He's taken out of bounds and tackled by... Oh, trying to see the number here.
I think Atlee Schmidt got a shoulder to him there. I don't know if he put him out of bounds or not, but he was over there.
Hiddle keeps it on that right side. Looks like they're about to get it 18.
Yeah, it seems like no matter what, Atlee's always up for the challenge. He's willing to give it his all, being the youngest guy out there on the field.
Yeah, he's and we do have a couple of the 7th graders, he and Enru Kronya, and for Atlee, he's 5'1", 95 pounds, but he plays bigger. I mean, he's not afraid out there. He, even with the bigger kids in practice, he holds his own. So good to see Atlee getting in on a play there.
And just think of what he's learned and even getting into these kind of experiences and understanding the speed and whatnot of this kind of type of competition. And
absolutely.
Hiddle under center. I formation. 3rd and 3. Pitch to Hewer. To the right side. He will get the edge. Still go on his feet. Finally brought down for about a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, I didn't quite get to the pylon. Boy, nice effort for Gage Kaiser. He was on the end out there, and he lunged to try to make a play and just couldn't quite reach him. And I couldn't quite see who actually ended up, when they get in that far corner of the field, a little hard to see. But it is going to be 1st and goal for Leola-Frederick. I'm trying to tell. It must be maybe about the 3 or 4 yard line.
To the 2-yard line.
Yeah, might even
our PA announcer, Skylar Sorensen, says 2-yard line, so we'll go with Skylar. We approach 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter.
1st and goal. Hedrick under center. Greyhounds got the box loaded. He's going to roll out to the right, but he's going to be brought down right away by Jaden Karst. Wasn't fooled on that one.
Hiddle keeps it, but it's sniffed out by Karst.
Boy, yeah, nice play by Jaden that time. Really got into the backfield, and Jaden's one of the faster players on the team, but even more impressive, a sure tackle against the sophomore quarterback, and that's going to drop him all the way back outside the 10-yard line. Must be about the 12, so loss of about 10 yards on that play.
Yeah, much needed play for the Greyhounds there. Hiddle having a lot of luck rushing out to the right there. And what we expected was going to be a run. And, Hiddle rolling out to the right. And Karst was able to bring him down for a great tackle for a loss.
And really one of the few times that Hiddle's been under pressure tonight.
Hiddle hands it off to Ketterling. No, he keeps it. But he's going to be hit in the backfield right away by Casey Hageman. Great play there. Way to break that up. Hiddle able to get it off for the incomplete pass still, so it won't be a sack.
Green pass. Brought down.
Boy, yeah, quick penetration that time by Hageman, and really strong tackle putting Hiddle down. And Hiddle all of a sudden, after really facing no pressure at all for most of this first half, is taking a couple big hits here on 2 straight plays.
Yeah, Greyhounds seem to be really fired up here. Short yardage to the touchdown. They won't be denied.
And that's a hard read, too. I mean, Casey coming from the linebacker spot. Hiddle's been a runner so many times tonight that you're almost expecting that at least for part of the play, he's going to be holding the ball for a significant amount of time, whether he's running or passing.
Titans go to shotgun formation here. Hittle looks to pass. He's met right away by Kaiser. And it won't be brought down. I do believe there's a flag on the play here. Boy, Kaiser putting the pressure on Hittle right away, getting his hands up. Ends up taking him down, but not before Hittle's able to get the ball off. It is going to be on the Greyhounds.
Yeah, I think they're going to call roughing the passer, and I didn't see, was it Kaiser that made the hit in the backfield?
It looked like it. There was another one there too. I wasn't able to get the number, but yeah, he left his feet and didn't really have anywhere to land except for on Hittle there.
And the pass was intended for Hewer, and good coverage on the backside by Jaden Karst, but big penalty there as that's an automatic first down.
Sorry, pass intended for Hewer.
I think it is. They haven't
Broken
changed
up
it
by
yet.
Karst.
Yeah, they're going to, it's a personal foul, so it's an automatic first down. Yeah, now they switch it.
Eric's got it now.
As we fall under 1 minute to play in the third quarter, not a lot of stoppages. Haven't been able to get much for ads here in the third quarter, so we'll have a break coming up. So we'll see how the Greyhounds respond. But yeah, those ends are really getting upfield in response to those rollouts from Hittle, so they're definitely getting more pressure on him.
First and about 6 here. Or first and goal, I should say, excuse me. Hittle under center. Rolls out to his left. He looks to keep it. Trying to bounce it to the pylon. Collin meets him. And it looks like he was brought down just short of the goal line. Great tackle by Collin. Way to run him down and get that edge.
Yeah, and it's a little outside of my line of sight here, but yeah, good pursuit.
Edge met by Kinachai.
And
the touchdown looks like second and inch.
Clock runs down to about 30 seconds. That might be the last play of the third quarter.
Yeah, it looks like it is about second and inches here for the Titans.
And both Kitachai and Pursoon come off. I don't know if we're dealing with some cramps. Maybe look like he's getting some Kitachai's getting some stretching on the sideline as the Titans rush up to the line. Maybe they are going to try to run a play here.
Hittle under center. Hands it off to Ketterling. Looked like he was met right at the goal line, but looks like he will fall over for a Titan touchdown.
Yeah, good effort by Easton Hobart. He dove into the backfield to try to bring him down, but they must have been really close to the goal line there. So the score is good before the end of the third quarter, so that brings our total to 32-0 in favor of Leola-Frederick. And they settle in here for the 2-point attempt. Atlee Schmidt out there, Ben Hamburger out there on defense.
Hand off to Ketterling. He's going to be tackled right away, though, so it's going to be, again, stopped on the 2-point conversion. We've seen that a lot. The Greyhounds have done a great job making sure they don't get that extra 2 points.
Yeah, Gage Kaiser for sure. I couldn't quite see who the other Greyhound was, but might have been Cooper Keller in there maybe. And so that does bring us to the end of the third quarter. Your score, Leola-Frederick Titans 32, the Hoven Greyhounds nothing. We'll take a break, be back right after this.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
Welcome back to Hoven as we are set for quarter number 4. And just coming off a score for Leola-Frederick, bringing our score 32-0 in favor of the visiting Titans. And Greyhounds will get set for their next possession. And again, haven't had a whole lot going on offense just yet, so just looking for some positive development, something to build on here for the rest of the season.
Kick by Hewer. Kitachai back to receive. He'll take it. Nice move. Trying to extend it to the right. And he's brought down right away.
Looking for a number there, 20. I think that's Hewer. I think that's 22 on the tackle. And that's just, again, some inexperience. We've been kind of working on some of that in practice, too, just even positioning on special teams. And Colin, and Jaden both, we kind of had some difficulties with that in practice and in the game tonight. Where do you set up? How do you make sure that you're making that catch and not having to chase the ball behind you? Setting yourself up in a good position to catch the ball without it hitting the ground. So just something to keep working on. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds. And can't see quite where we are. Must be just inside the 20.
Yeah, it's looking kind of like maybe that 16, 17-yard line.
Somebody's still getting stretched out on the sideline. That might be, is that Pursoon down there?
Yeah, and you'll see that. I mean, these guys are playing every play on both sides of the ball. We're in the fourth quarter now, so I'm sure that some of them cramps and strains are starting to come into play.
Not too many plays off for these guys. Hobart out of the shotgun. He takes the snap. Pitch is left to Hageman. He's looking for the corner. Gets to the outside for a few yards. One of the better runs to the outside. Maybe about 5 yards on that play, so a good positive gain on first down.
Yeah, chased down by Ian Nicholson looked like on that one. Hageman thought maybe he could get that edge and get past him, but he does get a good chunk of yards there for about 6.
Yeah, one of the better, might be the best first down play of the night, so we'll see if the Greyhounds can build on that. Runner went out of bounds, so the clock stops. 32-0 your score.
Greyhounds getting the play from Coach Frickson.
And just a reminder, too, girls volleyball is going to be in Aberdeen tomorrow. We got the Young Greyhounds Youth Football Jamboree is going to be in Timber Lake tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Central Time. So if you're looking to follow the Greyhounds tomorrow, you have a couple opportunities to do that. Hobart's going to be out of the shotgun. Hageman with him. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Oh, excuse me, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. That's Easton Hobart coming in motion. Fakes the handoff. It's going to be a quarterback draw up the middle. Xavier is going to, I believe, pick up the first down. We haven't seen a design quarterback run tonight. So nice job by the senior, lowering the shoulder and picking up the first down. And I believe, unless I missed one, that is the first down of the night for Hoven.
I believe you're right, Mike. Yeah, great job on Xavier. Assumption trying to get him for the tackle. Xavier's able to run him over to get the first down. Great effort. Way to keep the legs moving.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit smaller lineup out there for Leola-Frederick given the game situation, given the scores. We got a few different numbers out there. I see number 12, Andrew Schlosser is out there. We do still, number 17, Taryn Wirtz is out there. Trying to see if I can catch a couple more. Number 78, Tristan Chapat. I'll try that one. Sorry, folks, if I'm butchering that one. So, again, some different players out there for Leola-Frederick, too. Hobart out of the shotgun. 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. 32-0 in favor of the Titans. The Greyhounds looking for their first score of the night. Hobart takes the shotgun snap, fakes the hand, gives the handoff, and Hageman has some room to the left side. He gets to the outside. He's to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 10, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Greyhounds.
Oh, love to see that. I know down 32 points. Hasn't been pretty so far, but great run by Casey Hageman. Way to get that edge. Great job by the blockers sealing it. And just the speed too fast for Casey for the Titans there.
Yeah, and Casey had such a good night running the ball last week, and so really nice, positive to see some momentum on offense, picking up the first down, and the very next play handoff in there to Hageman. He's a little kind of gimpy on the sideline here. I know he has been dealing with some pain, some tightness kind of in his hip flexor, so maybe that's bothering him after that long run. So he's going to take a breather. But the long touchdown run for Hageman. I'm trying to do the math here a little bit to get an idea. I think that would be just under 70 yards on the run. I think they were just across the 30. So really impressive run there for Hageman to outrun the defense. See if the Greyhounds can convert the 2-point conversion. Got a wishbone formation. Karst and Kittich high deep. Bad snap. It's on the ground. Jaden Karst picks it up. He gets to the outside, and he is going to get across the goal line. Great individual effort for Jaden Karst. Bad snap, and Hobart tried picking it up. It kind of squirted it back to Karst. He picks it up, and he beats the defense to the sideline and converts the 2-point conversion. So, again, a couple really nice positive plays for the Greyhounds. That brings your score, Leola-Frederick 32, the Hoven Greyhounds 8. Just under 7 minutes to play. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
And welcome back to Hoven. Mike Hobart alongside Jordan Heimiller in the press box with Skylar Sorensen running the PA tonight. Chance Stewie down running the clock. Christian Collins on the camera for us. And thank you to all you gentlemen for your contributions to the live stream to bring this to all of our Greyhound fans far and wide. So much fun to do these and in the box here. Just really enjoying that last play from Jaden Karst. A really tough athletic play for the 8th grader to get that ball across the line for the 2-point conversion following the long touchdown run from Hageman. So in a night that hasn't gone the Greyhounds' way, some really, really fun plays to see here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You mentioned it. The 8th grader, remind you, breaking 3 tackles, won't be denied, gets the 2-point conversion. What a play. Runs with authority. I tell you what, from an 8th grader, that's excellent play.
Yeah, some new numbers out there. Number 33, Brecken Kaub. David Barrett's out there. Cooper Keller, Colin Kittich, Ben Hamburger on the near side. Easton Hobart's out there. So as the ball falls off the tee, Hobart's going to set it up, try it again.
Watching the youth football boys there getting that water cooler cart moving around. Takes about 7 of them.
Yeah, we were watching film on Monday, and after a while, the boys were watching the young Greyhounds a little bit more than they were watching game film. They're kind of entertaining down there. Got to not expend too much energy. Onside kick, and that is going to be covered by Leola-Frederick. That is Ketterling, number 14. Because I don't know that we've called his name on special teams yet, so we better get his name in on. He's been called on every other phase of the game tonight. Really impressive player. Ketterling has had a good night. Not a bad kick. Gave it a chance. It went to 10 yards. Had a chance to recover, but it will be 1st and 10 right at the 45-yard line. The Leola-Frederick 45. 6.5 minutes to play fourth quarter. 32-8 your score in favor of the visiting Titans.
Yeah, we mentioned the youth football players there in the sideline. So great to have them out. They get to see the players out there, the starters for the JV team. I know they look at those guys like they're the pros, and I know that gets them so excited, kind of gives them something to pump them up for their games. So great to see that seeing them get involved.
And boy, you talk about tough. Those boys, I've been watching the last few weekends in these jamborees, and some of those boys are playing 4 or 5 games. I know tomorrow morning in Timberlake we're going to be there, and they're playing 5 straight games for some of those 4th graders. So yeah, I mean they're proving themselves at a young age.
50-yard line here for the Titans. Hiddle takes a snap, hands it off to number 7, Jace Bender getting the carry on that one. Oh, but the ball's on the ground. Greyhounds indicating it's their ball, but it looks like that won't be the call here. It's going to maintain Titans ball.
Boy, Xavier Hobart, he was selling it. He was trying to convince the officials that ball was out, but it is a short gain, and I couldn't see who all was in on the tackle. I was trying to see if it was actually a fumble or not. I assume Hobart was one of those.
About 2nd and 7 here.
And again, David Barrett in on the line. We haven't seen him with a ton of action tonight, so good to see him out there. And it's kind of almost a 4-5 defense. We normally have a safety, but nobody's really in that position right now. So I guess we're going 5 linebackers.
Wishbone formation for the Titans. Hiddle hands it off again to Jace. He's going to take it up the middle for about a 2-3 yard gain there.
Yeah, nice tackle on the play. Easton Hobart got him low. Looked like David Baird was in on that one too. Short gain on the play brings up 3rd and medium for the Titans.
Gain of about 3 or 4, making about 3rd and 6. Brought down by Hobart.
As we get close to 5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Better showing here late in the game for the Greyhounds. Both sides of the ball, which is good to see.
Absolutely, yeah, and you don't. Nobody wants to get skunked, so it's nice to see them put up 8 points there, get a little life going for them.
Oh, and these boys, they just enjoy playing football. So I mean, yeah, it's not that the score on the scoreboard doesn't matter to them, but any snap they get to play on this field in front of these fans, it's a beautiful night like this that they want as much as they can get.
Wishbone formation. Hiddle hands it off to. Oh, he's going to get mad, and the ball will be out this time. And it looks as if they're fighting for it here. I don't know. They're not giving up, I'll tell you that.
See Dominic Poole for Leola-Frederick. I can't see who the Greyhound is. I know Hobart, I think, was the one on Xavier Hobart, I think, was the one on the tackle. And good luck to our officials trying to sort this one out, because if they both got a hold of that thing, I'm not sure.
Still fighting for it here. The ref finally gets it. And it is going to be Greyhound ball. Great job.
Nice effort from both guys. And you know, they're just fighting for the ball. No bad feelings there. Dominic Poole, Gage Kaiser was the one that came up with it. And just a good hard play on both sides. But it is going to be a turnover, second of the night for Leola-Frederick, and the Greyhounds will take over. Good field position here, just on their side of midfield.
And you brought up too, you know, they understand that the wins and losses column isn't as important this year as they're just trying to get some experience. We're just happy to be out here as the standalone Greyhounds again. You know, it is a JV football game, but boy, it feels like a varsity event, and there's a lot of folks, Joni Obler and a lot of others that have done a great job making it feel like a varsity game, and I know they're excited out there and just happy to get the experience.
Absolutely. It is 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds. Hobart not under center. He's in the shotgun back there. He has Karst to his left, 2 wide to the right. He gets the snap. And it's a pitch to Pursuin in the backfield this time. He gets wide, little stiff arm there, and gets away from one. High tackle that time by number 18.
Ian Nicholson.
And Pursuin on the left side for a
on
game
that one, number 28.
28, okay, sorry. Yeah, I thought that was a 1. And so good run to the outside for Pursuin. We don't see him in the backfield very often, so nice play. Casey Hageman's still kind of getting some attention on the sideline after that long run. Head volleyball coach Wendy Roush kind of checking him out over there, so we hope Casey's back in there soon. And while we have a minute, too, I do want to give a shout-out to Kim Herner. She, with Joni being out sick this week and kind of running things from afar, our person on the ground for so many things to get ready for today and tonight was Kim Herner, our secretary in the school. So kudos to Kim for all the work that she put in to make sure all this happened tonight as well. Hobart brings Kitachai in motion from the left, fakes the pitch to Pursuin. Now he's going to pass, gets away, and throws downfield. He has Gage Kaiser wide open, but he couldn't keep his feet a little bit high. And it was number 17, Taryn Wirtz, that time pursuing Hobart. Nice throw.
Hobart, he rolls around that right side.
Gage Kaiser just, if he'd have kept his feet, he had a chance at the pylon, but he is touchdown. And, of course, the high school game, like the college game, once you go down, you're down. And but nice play. And Easton Hobart comes off. He's going to get a breather. I didn't see who went in for him.
Yeah, and just to kind of extend what you're saying there, Kim Horner stepping up. We really are blessed with the greatest faculty. The teachers do an outstanding job. The coaches, all the volunteers, everybody that makes this thing work and makes it move in motion here. We really appreciate every single one of those individuals.
Absolutely. Wonderful place to work with such great people there. And at the Hoven School. Hobart, shotgun snap, and he loses a handle. Good snap that time, just a little casual taking it, and he tosses it away.
Yeah, Dominic Poole getting back there.
I think he got that to the line of scrimmage, so no intentional grounding. But, yeah, good snap from Jensen that time. Looked like Xavier just tried to take it with one hand, and it got away from him. and fortunate not to lose on the play.
Yeah, Greyhounds kind of coming back to the same play. They just had success on there, seeing if they couldn't try and take another shot. Poole able to sniff it out, put the pressure on Hobart, and he wasn't able to get it quite down to the field where he wanted, but
brings up 2nd and 10. And it looks like we're maybe about the 13-yard line, somewhere in there.
We'll call it that. Close enough, I
Sounds
think.
good. I need to say it with more conviction.
It's so hard to see, I tell you what.
And the Greyhounds come to the line. It's going to be Hobart out of the shotgun. 2nd down play. Kittichai comes in motion from the left. Snap, back to pass. Throw is to the left. He's got Kittichai, and that's a catch. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown pass from Xavier Hobart to Colin Kittichai, but we're going to have a hold.
Intended for Kittichai. Caught in the end zone for a Greyhounds touchdown, but there's a yellow flag on the field. See what that brings.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I kind of noticed the play, and I couldn't see. I think it was the left guard. I'm not sure who the left guard was on the play, but, yeah, he held on for quite a while. I think he kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt for a while, but he held on for quite a while. So a disappointing result there for the Greyhounds to have to take a 10-yard
penalty.
Step it off 10 yards the wrong direction. But it is still going to be 2nd down. 2.5 to play, so another chance to make a play here for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, great effort by Colin Kittichai there. Diving catch in the back of the end zone. I can tell the wind's taking out of his sails a little bit on that one. I know he's disappointed, but great play, though.
Oh, and Colin lives for that. I mean, he wants to make plays, so to be in that position, he's over the moon.
Great pass,
whether
too.
he could convert on or not. So he'll just be looking for the ball on this play, too. And it is Kittichai to the left, and we have Easton Hobart in the backfield next to Big Brother. Gage Kaiser and Jaden Karsh wide to the right. Xavier Hobart takes the snap, rolls to his left this time, and throws end zone again. That's Karsh, and that's complete again. And looking in the backfield, no flag this time. Touchdown, Greyhound.
Wow, great pass rolling out on the opposite throwing side there. Able to twist across his body and throws a dime to Carson in the back of the end zone, and he's able to bring it down for a touchdown. Great play.
Yeah, good point. They're rolling to his left, has to throw across the body, and just kind of lofted it up over the defense right into the breadbasket. Jaden Karst makes the catch, and second touchdown here of the fourth quarter brings our score 32-14, 2.5 to play, and we'll see if the Greyhounds can convert the 2-point conversion. They'll stay out of the shotgun. Two receivers wide to the right, one left. Easton Hobart in the backfield. Snap is to Xavier. Fakes the handoff. He's going to run it himself. Has room to the left. And breaks one tackle. Cuts back to the middle of the field. And goes over the top of the tackler and into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And that is trying to see a number there.
Nicholson looked like he was
52.
Trying to bring him down there, but Xavier keeping the legs moving, pushing forward, able to climb out of that one and fall into the end zone. Great job at Xavier Hobart.
I think it was Jacob Bain that was trying to keep him out of the end zone, and Xavier just went right over the top of him for the conversion. So 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions here late in the game brings our score to 32-16. 2.5 to play. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
Welcome back to Norm Stetham Field here in Hoven, South Dakota. We are nearing the end of our contest tonight. The Leola-Frederick Titans visiting the Hoven Greyhounds. Mike Hobart alongside Jordan Heimiller, Christian Collins on the camera for you tonight. Skylar Sorensen doing PA. Chance Stewie on the scoreboard. with our broadcast, our coverage tonight, and it's been a nice finish to the game. I know the first few quarters didn't go very well for the Greyhounds, but they've stuck with it here in the second half, and they've made some plays on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, loyal Greyhound fans sticking around, even though the score looked a little rough there for a little bit, but sticking around, supporting their team, happy to be out here under the Friday night lights on Norm Stetham Field.
And again, just haven't had a ton of opportunities for that the last few years. We've had one game at home, but just the idea of having a second home game just hasn't really been a possibility in the last few years. Another attempt at the onside kick. This one didn't go far enough anyway, but it is going to be recovered there. Number 24, that's Riker Van Buskirk, sorry. We don't have the lights on in the press box because we get glare off the window, so we're trying to read our programs in the dark. So doing the best we can with that.
Onside kick picked up by Van Buskirk.
Yeah, and it's great to see the Greyhounds getting a couple scores there. There's been a lot of great plays, a lot of outstanding catches there at the end. I know Collins didn't catch, but great diving catch in the end zone. Jaden Kars with a great catch. Xavier Holbert, great run, great throws.
Well, we were talking during the break. I mean, even for some of these young players, Collins a freshman, Jaden's an 8th grader, Easton's an 8th grader. Austin Jensen, big kid in the middle, is a sophomore. I mean, there's playmakers here for years to come, especially if they stick with it. So, really a lot of athletic plays to be made.
Hiddle having an outstanding night. He's back in shotgun. Looks like some new faces on offense for the Titans. And he looks to keep it run to the right, but it's going to get blown up, and he's brought down right away by Gage Kaiser in the backfield.
Yeah, I'm trying to see number
out by Kaiser
2, maybe. I think that's
Greyhounds.
Again, having a hard time with the Leola-Frederick numbers sometimes. I think that might be 2. Is that Sumption?
Yes,
that was
Howard
in there trying to block,
sophomore.
and again, nice persistent play by Gage Kaiser that time. Sumption, a sophomore, and they're trying to hold the block. Just couldn't quite hold it long enough to give Hiddle time, and a big loss on first down brings up 2nd and long for Leola-Frederick. Clock ticks under about 1:45 left to play in our game tonight.
Wishbone formation. Hiddle under center again. Handoff to, I think, Sumption, and he's going to be gang tackled by the Greyhounds. Looks to maybe get a yard on the play, so it's going to bring up about 3rd and 17 here.
Boy, yeah, when that play was over, there was only 3 Greyhounds still standing. All the other 6 were in the pile. And the only one I could see, I was watching Gage Kaiser on this side, and boy, he just tossed his blocker aside and dove in to make the play.
Looks like
and so, really good team tackling there. Looks like we're going to get a timeout from Coach Frickson. We'll take a quick timeout and be back right after this.
At Ringneck Energy.
Welcome back to the Schlachter Lumber Press Box. Schlachter Lumber, serving the area since 1888.
And welcome back. Norm Stetham Field, Hoven, South Dakota. Getting ready to wrap up our game tonight as we hit 1:08 left to go. Leola-Frederick 3rd and long on about the 43-yard line, looks like.
Hiddle under center, wing formation, and looks like it's going to be a false start for the Titans. Number 27, Dominic Poole, getting it started a little early on that one.
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, Poole, and boy, Dominic's had kind of a tough night. Again, kind of dropped the 2-point conversion in the end zone in the first half, and couldn't connect on a big play earlier and with the false start here, but it happens. And again, I talked to Coach Costers ahead of the game too for Leola-Frederick, and we were just really excited about opportunities for both of our kids. I talked to the assistant coach Kennedy, Bubba Costers, and he made the comment too that a lot of these players for Leola-Frederick, they don't get regular playing time in a varsity program like Leola-Frederick, and so really good opportunity for them not only get the experience but learn those lessons too, and kudos to the Costers coaches and the Leola-Frederick program. They played a really good game tonight.
Absolutely. They've been poised. Very good sportsmanship. very professional tonight. We love having you guys out. Thank you so much for coming out on Friday night here, putting on a great contest.
And it was 2 days' notice from them agreeing to come play before they actually came to see us tonight. So they really went out of their way to accommodate us.
Hiddle going to keep it off to the right, breaks the tackle. Going to be about a 4-yard gain there, brought down by Xavier Hobart. Timeout called by the Greyhounds. It's going to bring up fourth and about 20 here for the Titans with 59 seconds left.
Boy, yeah, nice effort by the 7th grader Anru Kronya that time. He was able to get off his block, and I thought for sure he was going to end up making the sack and just couldn't quite bring him down, cleaned up by Hobart. And so we'll keep it here this time as we are just right at about a minute to play here in the fourth quarter. And one other person I want to give credit to, if you see on our camera footage tonight, the field looks great, Norm Stetham Field, and really big shout out to Chuck Sire. I mean, when we say grounds crew or people that take care of the field, it's Chuck. Chuck Sire takes care of the field, and make sure that it's watered, it's mowed. And so not 2 nights ago, I was sitting, and my house is just not too far from here, and I could see as the sun was going down, I was on my back patio enjoying the evening. I looked to the north, and I see, man, those football lights are on. And I kind of walked that direction a little bit, and I said, "What in the world? Who's got the football lights on?" And as I got closer, I could hear the mower going, and here was Chuck, mowing after dark here with the lights on, getting the field ready for tonight. So kudos to Chuck. We appreciate all your work. The field looks great.
Absolutely. Titans back to punt. Kitachai back to receive. Hiddle punts it. Kennerly had to dodge away. It's off of Colin, and it's fumbled. They're tussling for the ball again here, waiting for the call from the refs.
Oh, yeah, Colin trying to make a play. Oh, he did get back on it. I wasn't sure he did. Boy, yeah, he was trying to pick it up and run. He's been so frustrated back there tonight trying to make a play on special teams, and he just can't quite get the traction going there. But fortunate to recover. And we are down, and I don't remember how many timeouts we're doing tonight. If it is a full 3 timeouts, or if we're doing 2, I think it's 3 timeouts. So if I'm doing my math correctly, I think there's 1 left for the Greyhounds. So not a whole lot to keep the clock going here. But of course, incomplete passes would stop the clock too. 49 seconds to play. And again, not a situation where you're expecting to win the game at this point, but just good experience for the boys, and they just like being out there. They're looking to make some plays and finish this game on a positive note after the first half was a pretty big struggle for Hoven. Greyhounds come to the line. It's going to be a shotgun formation and an empty backfield here. Nope, we are okay. So David Barrett's going to be the back this time, so he'll come back and keep Xavier company. So Hobart is going to take the shotgun snap. He's back to pass. Nice block there on the outside by Kronya, getting some time. He looks across the middle of the field. That's Easton Hobart, and they are going to say that's a catch right at the 45-yard line. Easton had to kind of slide down there.
Pass by Hobart, and Easton caught it.
So they're going to stop the clock here to move the sticks. The Greyhounds are going to have to hustle up to the line unless they used a timeout.
I believe they did, yeah.
First down.
Okay, so that's going to be the last timeout of the night for Coach Frickson.
Yeah, and if you got a chance, I know we have it on our camera here, but the newly revamped Hoven Greyhounds scoreboard over there. I want to give a shout out to the sponsors on there: Plains Commerce Bank, J&J Repair, Leading Edge Agronomy, Hoven Co-op, Prairie Stop. Just want to show the importance of shopping local. These businesses are the reason what keep these lights on and uniforms on their backs. So we really appreciate all the local businesses and everybody stepping up for the Greyhounds and just the importance of making sure that you're shopping local and giving those folks your business.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look in your program tonight, you can see the full list of boosters and sponsors. So a big list of people there. And so if you check that out, that's pretty impressive too, that level of support that we're seeing from so many and your businesses, but there's a lot of families there. You're seeing, class of 1991 is on there. So there's just a lot of people that are looking to support the program.
Oh, 91, that's a good year.
Why would that be, Jordan?
The year I was born.
Oh. I was born before that.
You didn't put a number on that, Mike.
I remember when I was the young guy. Snap is to Hobart. Back to pass. Hamburger back there with him. He gets away from one tackle. Now he's going to roll back to the left, still under pressure and still on his feet. Now finally throws it away, finds a receiver, and that is Easton again, and I don't think he caught it. Nope, incomplete pass. Boy, talk about a scramble drill. That one almost ran out the whole clock.
Yeah, for a second I thought I was watching Josh Allen there shaking tackles back at quarterback. Wow, Hobart just shoving guys to the side, trying to extend that play. Unfortunately, it wasn't a complete pass, but wow, great effort by Hobart.
And really good effort by the Titans that play too. They just kept sending more and more guys, and Xavier never really could set his feet and throw downfield. He had some receivers open if he could really get it down there, but just never really had the chance to do it. 10 seconds to play. Could be the last play of the night. It is second down. Kiddichai wide to the left. Two receivers to the right. I think that's Karsten, Easton, Hobart. Xavier takes the snap. Rolls to his left, looking to pass, being pressured there. And now running all the way back to the right. Now he's going to throw, and that is going to be incomplete. And I couldn't see. 27 was the one that had the initial pressure. That's Dominic Poole again.
Yeah, I couldn't see. Somebody laid a really great block there. I didn't catch the number, but yeah, great job on Hobart extending that play, keeping the play alive.
Third down.
Yeah, just 6 seconds left here. So probably the last play, especially if you have another delayed pass like that one. Which I imagine that's probably going to be about the same play here, just trying to buy some time and get a throw down the field, maybe a chance to score one last time before the clock runs out.
Yeah, Titans doing a good job applying pressure, trying to keep Hobart contained as best they can.
Had some new faces up there. I know Ben Hamburger in the line, trying to keep the guys out back there. Trying to see, we got Brecken Kaup on the line there on the right side. Andrew Cronya's in there. So here we go. Third down play. I don't think Eric switched the number. Third down, we'll call it. Snap is to Hobart. He's back to pass. Rolls to his right, looking for a receiver. Going to be a flag on the play. It's going to be an offensive penalty. So this will be the last play. Pass is intended for Karst, incomplete, and that will bring our game to an end. I said there is a flag. There was going to be a hold on the Greyhounds, I believe. We'll wait for the call. It is on Hoven. It is going to be declined, and that is going to bring our game to an end this evening. 32-16 is your score. Leola-Frederick is going to prevail in tonight's contest. So again, a good finish for the Greyhounds after a slow start, and I don't have stats for you. I guess we don't have access to the stat keepers tonight, so we'll maybe try to get some numbers and bring in our next broadcast. But again, nice showing here in the second half, and certainly big thank you to Coach Costers and Leola-Frederick and all the people that came from the Northeast to give us the opportunity to play tonight. We do really appreciate you doing that for us, especially on such short notice this week.
Absolutely. I want to make a little note there when I was talking about the sponsors for the scoreboard. I mentioned the Hoven Co-op, but also that includes the Prairie Stop as well. Want to make sure they get their recognition. We really appreciate everybody.
Yeah, and just a couple of events coming up. Busy day tomorrow for the Greyhounds, so if you're looking for the opportunity to catch Greyhound sports, the girls are headed to Aberdeen for a Matchbox tournament over there, and I believe that starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. So you can check that out, or if you're looking for more gridiron action, you can head West River tomorrow over to Timber Lake and see the young Greyhounds. They're going to be up bright and early, about an hour and a half drive from Hoven to get over there, so about 9 o'clock Central Time. They'll start the first of 5 games in their Jamboree, and their season's getting close to wrapping up. I know we got the Jamboree tomorrow. Next week they're up in Eureka for some games, and I believe that's it, as the young Greyhounds are getting ready to wrap up here in the next week or so. Next week, the volleyball girls are going to be headed to Highmore Monday night, and so they will. I believe that's a 6 o'clock start for middle school, 7 o'clock for JV. So good luck to the coaches and the Lady Greyhounds with that one. And again, I couldn't see cross country on the schedule for next week, so either it's not on our school calendar on the website right now, or I'm just missing it. So we will give you an update there if we have a chance to update you on the Hoven cross country team.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to Wendy Roush, coach of the Lady Greyhounds volleyball team there. They've been having a great season, seen a lot of exciting plays. Love to see them girls out there having fun. I know they're enjoying it. So it's been something great we'd love to see out there supporting. And, yeah, any home games, we'll have some live coverage for you. We'd love to do that. So thank you again. We appreciate your support. Thanks for tuning in, whether you're here in person or on the live stream. We appreciate it so much, and it's all possible because of you guys.
Yeah, and we will be back on the air, so not at all next week. We won't be back on the air until the following week. I believe it is a Thursday night contest. We have volleyball, and then that Friday we will be our last home game of the season. That's scheduled to be against the Sunshine Bible Crusaders, and then quick turnaround right after that. The football season, just 2 games left for the Greyhounds. October 10th is going to be here against Sunshine Bible, and then a quick turnaround the very next Monday, which is Columbus Day, Native American Day, the holiday. We're headed to Millette for a 5 o'clock game against Northwestern, and that's the end of the season. So it's going to be wrapping up here too quick for most of us. We really enjoy these games, volleyball, football, the whole works, and so we do have a few more opportunities to bring in the Lady Greyhounds volleyball, so we're excited for that, and heading into the winter, looking forward to hopefully some Greyhound basketball for the boys and girls.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to start cooling off here. We're not going to be able to sit in our T-shirts here, I'm thinking, on the next couple of games, but I'm sure they don't mind. It gets pretty hot when you're sitting there playing football for that long, especially both sides of the field, defense and offense. And, kudos to the Greyhounds tonight. Seen a lot of improvement in the second half from the first half, and getting that experience. It's great to see, and I know they're up for the task. They're having fun. Coach Frickson and yourself, Mike, and Chris Jacobs doing a great job getting them ready, and it's just fun to see.
It is a lot of fun. And so thank you again to everybody for tuning in tonight. Mike Hover along with Jordan Heimiller, Skylar Sorensen running the PA for us tonight, Chance Stewie on the scoreboard, Christian Collins on the camera, and we do very much enjoy the opportunity to bring these to you. And so we look forward to seeing you again here in a couple weeks. And in the meantime, good night and go Greyhounds.
Their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck.